Yeah, Rohan, another tough game, another big game coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, can't wait. The boys have had a good week so far, and we're looking forward to another big occasion on Sunday.
And it's another team fighting relegation, so they're going to offer a stern test, is Scott Naylor's side.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good results over the course of the year, and obviously had a few good wins recently, so they're going to be full of confidence, and as everyone does, they come to Odsal, loving playing in front of a big crowd at a great venue, so we're expecting nothing other than a hard game.
Dane Chisholm made his debut on Sunday. You're going to expect more of the same?
Well, we're asking Dane to compete hard and take the line on and chase his kicks and get that side of the game intact, and then whatever happens after that is a bonus.
Is he going to partner with Lewis Charnock again? Have you extended his loan again?
Yeah, that'll be the halves combination this weekend, so we're looking for those guys along with Kieran Moss and Adam O'Brien and Stu Howarth in that spine group to really form a good combination and start spending time together.
In terms of bodies coming back, can we expect anyone back?
Yeah, Dale Ferguson will be in the team this weekend. There are a few others in contention as well, but Dale will he'll come back into the team and look to put his best foot forward.
How far would you say Lee Gaskell and Mitch Clark are?
Lee's getting very close. Mitch is a couple of weeks away yet, but Lee's getting very close.
You announced a signing yesterday, Ethan Ryan.
Yeah, really excited to have Ethan around for a couple more years. He's performed strongly in the matches that he's played since I've been here, and really looking forward to the kid growing and showing us what he's made of over the coming years.
And that shows the rest of the squad, if you're willing to train hard, play hard, the reward is a contract extension, because there is quite a few players out of contract at the end of the season. Yeah, there are a few still off contract. Some guys have already chosen to move on, but there's a few off contract and looking for opportunities. As I always say to guys, and good performances take care of things. One way or the other, you end up with a contract that you deserve if you perform well. Are you looking to bring anyone in between now and the end of the regular season? I'm always looking, Mick, but I'm not exactly sure. We're not desperate to bring anyone in, but a day, a week is a long time in rugby league. So if something presents itself, then we'll look into it. You've obviously come here from the NRL. There's a whole host of changes. The disciplinary procedures, one of them. Also the 2 referee system down to 1. What's your thoughts on that? I've always been a massive fan of the 2 referees. I think it takes the pressure off the referee, and they end up getting a lot more decisions correct. The ruck's much easier to manage, and the ruck and the 10 metres is obviously the 2 hardest parts of the game to adjudicate on, and the 2 referees sort of it shares the responsibility in that sense. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I'm looking forward to seeing a different referee on the weekend and seeing how things are interpreted. Obviously the disciplinary process, it's a little bizarre. I'm not too sure why it takes so long to reach a resolution, but I'm not privy to the process there. So that's how it is. So that's how it is. Of course, one of those players could be Chris Wellham up before the RFL tonight for an incident. If there had been 2 referees, Rowan, they would have seen the incident in the ruck with the ball grabbing, so to speak. Yeah, I'd imagine so. It was quite close to the touchline as well, so I'm not too sure if there was an angle from there, but the video sort of shows quite clearly the discomfort that Chris was in. So we'll leave it to the powers to be to check that out tonight. And in terms of the mood of the camp, the beliefs there, the top 4 within grasp? It's definitely within grasp. We're purely focused on performing well in practice and around the place each day and building that up for another strong performance on Sunday.
The Middle Eight started a few weeks earlier, Rohan, given the need that you need to win week on week now. Yeah,
I guess you can look at it that way. From the moment I got here, it was about winning each week, or more so performing each week. And when we perform well, we get a result that we're looking for. So, that you could say that, but in my own head, it's been that way since I got here.
But in terms of the reality of it, you can't afford a slip up now, can you?
I don't think so. I haven't looked at the remaining fixtures, and I don't even know how many points other teams are on. So all I know is that we can take care of ourselves and give ourselves a really good chance of being in that 4 if we perform well in the coming weeks.
Does it add a little bit of excitement for the players? Do you feel that there is a little bit more on the line at this stage of the season?
Yeah, I think it's exciting. This is what you play for. You play for those big occasions where the 2 points potentially gets you where you want to be, or in a few weeks' time, the result keeps you alive. That's why you play professional sport.
In terms of the outcome, obviously, if the Bulls don't make the four, and obviously we hope that doesn't happen, will there be repercussions? Have you been told what the consequences of that may be in terms of the next season?
No, I'm just controlling what I can and preparing the players as best I can. There's a short-term vision here, but also a long-term one behind the scenes. So, my immediate thing is the short-term vision and making sure we perform well this weekend.
Who's going to be in the bottom four of Super League. Do you already start the planning process for if and when you meet them now?
Personally, I started checking out Super League a couple of months ago when I got here, and I've been tracking a lot of those teams. So I'm not, I watch lots of rugby league every week, so I'm constantly sort of preparing for the future. So not overly concerned about any of those teams at this point, but always if there's a game on and I can get there, that's where I'll be. And
last time I spoke to you, your family were just arriving. Have they settled in nicely? Everything going all right in that respect?
Yeah, they've settled in well, and the baby's sleeping better than he ever has. So must be the British weather or something, a bit cooler, or I'm not sure. But yeah, the wife and the baby are really enjoying it so far, and they had a great day at the game last Sunday. Everyone made them feel welcome at their first game, and obviously it was a good performance. The sun was out and people were friendly, so they had a great day.
Obviously, a lot of playoff sports about momentum and going into it with the right momentum. I mean, that's why last week must have been such an important, not just the result, but the performance and just getting that confidence within the group.
Sure, there's nothing like a good performance to build confidence and momentum, but I think momentum's very temporary. Things can change really quickly in sport, so if you're talking about momentum, you're really living in something that's happened previously rather than what's happening right now. So it's good to feel confident, but you have to move on to your next job, whatever that is. So we're not sort of worrying too much about what happened last week.
Is there any sort of sense of frustration with some of the players that you're in this position now, having to sort of chasing the 8 ball a little bit when you know that you're capable of being right up there?
Yeah, I haven't sensed any of that. Perhaps there is at times. I'm not really sure, but the mood and the vibe around the place, I guess you guys see on a regular basis, it's pretty positive. They're looking forward to the next opportunity to do what they love doing.
And obviously, within the group, there's quite a lot of experience from last year's middle eights, which hopefully will come to bear when it comes to it, because a lot of players, it is a very different situation, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's lucky enough to be that way, then last year again doesn't really matter. We've got quite a different roster already, some new additions from back home as well. So experience is a good thing, but we've got to live in the moment.
Following last week's dominant win, do you think your team is firing on all cylinders now?
We were certainly firing on all cylinders at the start of last week. In that sort of first 50 minutes, it got a little bit messy, which sort of gave the boys an opportunity to keep themselves a little bit grounded and give themselves some real focus areas for the week ahead. There was a couple of areas of our game that weren't up to scratch in that last 30 minutes, particularly the way we defended on kicks and our ability to shut down the second kick or the scrappy play after a kick hit the ground. So we've put some focus into that this week, and we're looking forward to defending kicks better, because I felt like our line was very good and we tackled quite well on the weekend.
Well, Oldham have won 3 games out of 3. They've got momentum coming into this game. What do you think of the threat that they pose on Sunday?
Yeah, every team's threatening, and as I said earlier, that every team loves playing Bradford at Bradford. It's a great occasion. It's a historic ground, and teams find another bit of energy, an extra bit of confidence, and they come trying to make a statement against a big club. So we're expecting them to come and give us everything they got, and we'll be giving them everything we've got, and looking forward to a good hard battle.
Going back on Ethan Ryan, how impressed have you been with his recent performances?
Ethan's performed well. He's sort of been in and out of the team a little bit, but he's put his best foot forward when he's been selected, and he's earned himself an opportunity for the next few years, and another opportunity this weekend to play in front of his home crowd.
Do you think that his emergence shows how strong the academy is here at the club?
Yeah, John Bastian and Lee Beattie and Matt Diskin and Chev and all those guys involved with the whole 16s and 19s process are doing a great job. There's more to come. There's a lot of great kids, and good people, and just a lot of kids that love the club and really want to play for the jersey. So that's a real positive, and Ethan's one of those, and we're looking forward to his progression in the next few years.
How often do you get involved with the youth teams and the youth players?
Every day. I see the 16s and 19s when they're in here. I'm sure to be around and start forming a relationship with those guys so they feel comfortable with me. I feel like I'm the head coach of the club, not just the coach of the first team, so it's my responsibility to make those kids comfortable in their environment.
Danger's another great start to his Bradford Bulls career. Do you think that his signing gave the whole team a sort of a boost and a lift?
Potentially so, yeah. Dane's a confident character, and he came in last week excited about playing first team football again and playing in front of a great crowd, and he just said how comfortable he felt during the week in the environment. So happy players at training tend to lead to good performances.
His signing clearly shows your ambition. You want to be up there in the top 4.
Yeah, we're always looking to add quality players, and Dane's been in NRL systems for a long time, but hasn't quite established himself as a fixture there, so he's looking to find a home and finding a system that believes in him and gives him the opportunity to grow.
Are you still in touch with Dad?
Yeah, I talk to Dad a couple of times a week, lots of texts and lots of Facebook messages and that kind of stuff, but yeah, we're always talking footy one way or the other.
So he's still keen on what you're doing here and taking a very keen interest?
Yeah, he's obviously got there's a big spot in his heart for this club. He had a great time in the short time that he was here, but it was a major part of his career and a major achievement in that short period of time, the start of Super League there. So yeah, Dad wants it as much as me, I guess.
Is there any plans for him to come over at any point?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when, but he'll certainly be over here at some point. He'll probably let me settle in before he comes over and takes all the limelight.